Всем привет, меня зовут Настя, вы на моем канале Team Nasty, и мы сегодня проходим демо-версию игры Thaumaturge. Это новая игра, которая выйдет, по-моему, 5 декабря. Мне понравился сюжет. Да, это таумата, это слово происходит из греческого языка, и оно означает чудеса. То есть тауматург или темпермансер. Понятия не имею, но, скорее всего, это что-то вроде укротителя. То есть он может увидеть, раскрыть всякие секретные штуки у людей или мест. Они различают флоус, потоки, или стигму, которая на людях обозначена, на человеческой психике, и может их типа на поверхность вызвать. Доктора ли они душ? То есть надо родиться тауматургом, чтобы понять всю суть.
For years I've been seeing you in my dreams, and lately more and more. I know it's you, but I can no longer recognize your face. I don't know if I'd recognize you if I saw you. I hope your condition hasn't worsened much since you last wrote. I can hardly imagine what a nightmare you're going through. Remember, you're not alone.
Но выглядит он не очень, да.
I'm sure our father would be happy to help, if only you asked him. I assure you that for now, I haven't said a word to him about your search or your health, just as you requested.
Ну, текстурки замыленные какие-то. Надеюсь, их справят к релизу.
He doesn't know your intention, and with God as my witness, he'll not find out from me. I know you think the only thing that can help you is a miracle. But such itinerant miracle workers, preachers, and folk mystics often take advantage of those in grave condition who are desperate or seeking help. I hope the man you're pursuing can actually ease your mind. But if not, remember that in the end, we will find a way to help you. Just because we can't see it now does not mean it doesn't exist. Send word as soon as you get there. I want to know you are safe. With as much love as I have. Ligia.
Я так понимаю, что это будет сеттинг Польши. Как я поняла по описанию игры. Могу оставить тоже его в описании, скорее всего, под видео, чтобы вы далеко не лезли.
Could you spare a moment for me? I'd like to send a telegram.
Of course. Pardon me, sir, but are you feeling all right?
Yes, thank you.
You're not looking your best.
Thank you.
What's your message?
Take this down, please. Arrived. I think I have found him. I hope you will receive me. I will write as soon as I am able.
And payment?
On receipt.
Anything to add at the end?
Please add, tell father I'm writing bad checks in his name all over Europe.
From whom?
My name is Viktor Szulski. S-Z-U-L-S-K-I. And Victor with a W, not a V.
Interesting name. Where's this headed?
Warsaw. Russia.
And this is supposedly Georgia. Russia here and Russia there. Russia everywhere, on every map.
Maps change.
Знаете,
I
актуально как
know.
никогда.
Let's get on with it.
Pardon?
I was talking to myself. Which way to the village?
The coachman is picking up the mail. Maybe he'll give you a ride.
Thank you.
Loony.
Ну, мыльненько, конечно, не могу понять, что не так с этими текстурами. Вроде одни норм, а вот текстуры одежды, лица, пола вообще ни о чем. Дорогой Антон, потерянное письмо. Антоний. Такое чувство, как будто бы прошла вечность с последнего письма. Или, может быть, это из-за зимы все теплое и хорошее кажется таким отдаленным. Как ты можешь догадаться, жизнь в ссылке меня не балует. Прошли годы с тех пор, как меня выкорчевали, ладно, вырвали из моей родины и послали в чужестранные земли. Среди иностранцев воевать под русским флагом. И как я сейчас себя чувствую? Я живу среди людей, которые меня ненавидят. Я теряю мое здоровье и мой рассудок, и взращиваю, обрабатываю землю, которую я, как это будет, удобрил кровью и плотью их сыновей, ну, сыновей земли этой. И я не могу жить здесь. Я не могу перестать, честно, не знаю перевода этого слова, скажите в комментах, но я так подразумеваю, не знаю, раскаиваться, наверное. Смерть, видимо, мой единственный путь, мой единственный выход. Пожалуйста, помолись за меня, Константин. Я думаю, тут N должно быть. Постскриптум. Я не думаю, что это письмо пройдет проверку, но если так, пожалуйста, скажи Анелке, что мысли о ней дарили мне свет до самого конца. Печально. Письмо. Дорогой Янка, пожалуйста, прекрати вести себя как сноб и послушай меня. Времена меняются. Ты больше не можешь надеяться только на свою недвижимость. Селяне сейчас другие. И совсем непонятно, как все выйдет через годы в будущем. Ты должен просто осмотреться. Где бы ты ни оказался, ты можешь слышать про революционеров и селян, которые нападают на их помещиков с вилами. Мы должны защищать себя. И подумай о чем-нибудь на стороне, какой-нибудь бизнес, который поможет тебе жить с достоинством. Вот поэтому я тебе говорю последний раз. Иди в банк в Тифлис и возьми заем на половину нашей недвижимости в Кавказе. Инвестируй это в масляный бизнес в Баку, но, скорее всего, здесь имеется в виду нефть. Железные дороги уже проходят туда, и миру нужен керосин. Тебе нужно действовать. Я пришлю тебе все документы и все, что нужно, короче, authorizations, подписи. Не откладывай. Greetings, Лю. Молодец, Лю. Думает о будущем. Он прав. Надеюсь, чувак его послушался. Так, чувства. Как тауматург у тебя исключительное, скорее всего, даже не чувство, а чуйка. Ты можешь видеть вещи, которые спрятаны от взгляда, и можешь предотвращать, anticipate, или противостоять действиям врагов. Ты можешь следовать следом эмоций, мыслей, действий, слов, и это типа тебе поможет быстрее прийти к твоей цели. Так, давайте посмотрим. Он типа клацает. Класс. Давайте поговорим. Это мне нравится. Тут, ребята. Ой, ладно, мы не будем все читать. Это демка. Времени мало.
Hello. Are you going to the village by any chance?
Hello there. Where else? There's nowhere to go here, sir. The station, the village, and the cemetery. That's all. A horse can't go any higher.
The village is what interests me.
Well, if you've got reason to be there, climb in.
So is it just locals living in the village?
Who else would want to live in a shithole like this?
I actually meant, is there anyone visiting, a guest?
You came for some healing? Well, he's no guest here. He's been here months, my friend. The people are tormented, so he sure got folks to heal.
Where might I find him?
I bet he's still in the tavern. He prays this time of day. He prays a heck of a lot. You getting in or what?
I'd be grateful.
Always nice to have someone to shoot the breeze with.
Avoid consuming yellow snow. Это, да, хорошая подсказка всем. Во все времена. Неважно, Польша, Россия, Варшава. Я так понимаю, что это...
Nothing to see around here. This is everything. Hard to get lost in this place. Head to the tavern over there past the little square up the steps. They'll tell you where that preacher's at. Well, this time of day, he'll be there himself.
Thank you.
Я так понимаю, что это Польша под... часть территории Польши под управлением империи российской. Ну, все пособираем. Если что, на паузу ставьте там. Давайте поговорим.
Gentlemen, is this the tavern here?
Hey, Putnik. You coming from far?
Indeed, I'm tired.
Nice boots. They warm?
Actually, I have particularly warm boots. Thanks.
And sooner or later, it'll come back to bite them.
Don't tempt me, Luca. Don't tempt me. Give me a sec. Got to sort out formalities with this tourist.
Iders nami. We're the Tsar's soldiers.
Those don't look like soldiers' faces. Closer to thieves.
I don't think he'll talk to us voluntarily.
Сейчас научат нас бою. Так. Когда ваши противники теряют их очки здоровья, вы... потеряют все очки здоровья, вы выиграете. Да, то есть у противника будет под их ногами полоска, а у меня под моими. Отлично. Ну, давайте, что я могу сказать? Ага. Ничего себе. Очередь есть. То есть я могу из-за своей чуйки понимать, куда кто, когда кто ходит. Неплохо.
Sirs, the Ruski is right.
They won't report us. They'll be too embarrassed to admit some cripple got the better of them.
И, знаете, очень актуальненькая такая игра. Сейчас можно погладить. Мне это нравится. И мне нравится боевая система здесь. Новости из Еревана. Сюда и надо, да? Тут больше ничего нет.
Forgive me, sir. Is your name Grigory Efimovich Rasputin?
О, ничего себе.
I forgive you.
I'm sorry. It's just I've been looking for you for a very long time, and...
And you expected a thinking simpleton, an illiterate who swindles sick people and claims he can speak to God himself. I already said I forgive you.
Yes, I've heard. Especially in Petersburg. I've also heard about the healings, even hopeless cases. Inexplicable ones.
And what do you believe in?
If you help me, I'll believe all of it. And please believe me when I say I've tried everything short of a miracle. And I know the meaning of that word. I'm a Thaumaturge.
Where are you coming from?
I'm from Warsaw,
So, from Russia.
Poland.
From which Poland? The Russian one, the German one, or the part that belongs to Austria?
From Warsaw.
Do you have a name?
Wiktor Szulski.
On my path, I've already come across people who have lied to me about their problems, and then gone around calling me a charlatan. After them, others arrived, with pitchforks and torches, and I had to endure insults and spit in my face, or flee for my life. And now you say you're a wizard from an imaginary country that no one has seen on a map in over 100 years. Forgive my amusement. I haven't had my first coffee yet.
I forgive you, and I'm still asking for help.
Prove you're a Thaumaturge, and I'll hear what you have to say.
Okay.
What would you like me to do, sir?
I've met a few of your kind, so I know what you're capable of. Find something in this tavern that belongs to me, and tell me something only I could know.
First, I need to have something personal that belongs to you to learn your trace. It's a sort of pattern I'll use to recognize the other objects.
Smell this.
I'll return to you in a moment.
I can hardly wait.
Так. Наблюдение. Информация, которую мы получаем во время взаимодействия с людьми и предметами. Наблюдение. Из наблюдения складывается заключение. Ну, хорошо, давайте посмотрим. Так. Можно эмоции. Ага, ну, совсем непонятно. То есть трейсес, нам нужен трейс Распутина найти. Простите на секундочку, я все-таки... Выставлю вот. Вот, и текстуры нормальные появились. Я не знаю, я многое не меняла здесь. Не красный. Trace unknown. Не наш. Очень интересно.
What have you learned, wizard?
Well, you're a zealous man. It permeates every level of your personality, your faith, your abilities.
Not such an impressive discovery.
I haven't finished yet. In Petersburg, you left behind a very devoted and very young lady-in-waiting.
At least one, my friend. Have a seat. Tell me again, why were you looking for me?
A few years ago, I attempted to catch a wild salutor, and that ended with me losing contact with my first salutor. That means I can't develop my abilities. I know that my Uber is there. Sometimes he shows himself, but I can't feel the link anymore. Generally speaking, I'm losing it more and more each day. If it disappears, my mind... I'll lose my sense of reality. I'll fall into madness.
I don't know if I can help you.
I don't have much dignity left. I'm prepared to beg for your help.
That won't be necessary, Victor. I meant I don't know if I'm able to help you. My gift is something I've received from God. Some I've helped, others I can't say. And I've never treated a thaumaturge.
Maybe just do the same with me as with the others.
We can try. Focus on my voice. You are safe. As long as you can hear my voice, you are safe. Let me gaze into your mind. Let me see through your eyes. Let me in.
Вау. Ну, видите, с настройками полегче играйтесь, потому что я не... Ну, настройки не понижала прям сильно. Можете видеть, у меня все нормально работает. Упырь. Мы идем за тобой. Блин, мне очень нравится этот сеттинг и, в общем, как все нарисовано.
You're blind. You've never grasped the science of spotting the perfectly obvious. Can you still not see?
What do I supposedly not see?
Flaw clouds your vision. It always has. Pride. Your damned pride and sense of superiority.
I must have gotten that from you, Father.
You'll lose, idiot. You always do. You're even losing against yourself. You can't see, but can you at least hear? You're weak, stupid, and blind. Do you hear me? Do you? Do you?
I can see, Father. Clearly.
Will you be lying there much longer? I wanted to sweep.
Where's Rasputin?
In the cemetery, chasing away evil spirits and giving people comfort. You all right?
Yes, yes. Absolutely.
I wanted to sweep.
I'm just heading out. It's so good to see you again. And something else. I saw him clear as day. It wasn't a vision. It was a salutor, unbound by a pact. A wild one. And if so, that means there's someone in the village with a flaw that's attracting it.
You talking to me?
I was praying.
I wanted to sweep.
Подметай, подметай. Ну, ясно.
What do we have here?
I'll gawk, but without lifting a finger. Just, Vesna will bring it, Vesna will help. But if Vesna needs help with something, there's nobody to be found.
Ну, всегда так.
That's not yours, don't touch. All these newcomers causing more problems.
Так, щелк, щелк. А кто знает? From the ghost twisted neck. Ага. То есть он чувствует гнев человека, который убил бедного гуся. Угу. То есть Богдан's property и соль. Давайте поговорим.
Over my dead body. I reject this verdict.
Well, I expected as much, and he wanted to come see you himself. He was first to judge.
I said what I said, and I won't change my mind. Go away. You're attracting gawkers.
Not gawkers. A witness. And let him listen. He'll see it fairly. Sir, this liar and thief here stole a memento of my mother, and this witch says I'm supposed to hand my goose over to him too.
Because you strangled mine. And what do I care about some trinkets your mother left you?
Because we already know you strangled the goose, but you still haven't proved that Bogdan stole your pendant.
Where is the justice here?
Why don't you relax and listen to the words of a wise woman?
Well, all in all, it's, I'm sorry, Bogdan.
Come inside and tell me what you're doing here.
Окей. Жрица.
The villagers seem to have a certain respect for you, ma'am, so I wanted to ask your help with something.
I'm not getting any younger, boy. Talk before I drop dead.
A lot of people benefit from your wisdom. They're superstitious and timid, as far as I've been able to figure out. Easy to control, right?
Pot calling kettle. That, my boy, that you can ask that charlatan with fancy dress and beard. Who takes advantage of who here? Bah! The people here are believers, of course. But the spirit in the village is real too.
Do you mean Rasputin?
He didn't bring that evil spirit here. He draws on the spirit because he got folk to heal. But it's not him who brought it. We brought it on our own heads. And we've got to deal with it ourselves. I heard it howling. That's nothing human. One evil spirit here persecutes people, and you can hear it now and then, sometimes. Tragedies attract it, and impure thoughts. We here call it a bukovac.
But other places probably call it other things.
An evil spirit's an evil spirit. It torments people and turns their weaknesses against them.
And what if I told you I could get rid of it?
I'd say I'll believe it when I see it. And I'd ask, how else can I help you?
Well then, I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam.
Это пожелание. Так, ну мы поняли, тут больше ничего нет.
Am I sensing? I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over.
Это она.
I'm telling you, go away, or I'll call for help. Help! Help! Somebody help me!
What are you doing here, you tramp?
I'm not looking for trouble. I just wanted to talk.
We'll talk, all right.
Окей, мы можем прокачивать. Так, perception, mind. Угу. Давайте double damage мне не помешает. Давайте попробуем. Угу. То есть нас сначала ударить, а потом, то есть отлично. нравится здесь боевая система, очень классная. О.
The devil sent you.
You could say that, sure.
Если так посмотреть еще на прокачка, то есть это по сути чисто боевая. Да, это все по бою, то есть будет очень много боевых прокачек. Угу. Много всего интересного. Зависит еще от призрака, что какие навыки здесь будут.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please,
Please go. We didn't invite any.
Все повторяется. Мы найдем то, что надо. Угу. А теперь ты поговоришь?
Please go. Please leave. Please, please.
Интересно, что там произошло. Я хочу еще бабулю спросить.
You've been going in so many circles, your head will spin.
well then,
Ясно. Мы не все обошли. Ну, тут точно все. Вот здесь. С гусями все нормально. Давайте пока к Распутину сходим.
excuse me. I need to get to the local cemetery. Could you give me a lift?
I've only just come back from the post office this morning. I'm not getting the horse going again. Back to the cemetery? It's not like anyone there is gonna run away. Look, my horse is more dead than alive.
I'll be right back.
I'm not going anywhere.
Maybe you'll change your mind and drop me off at the cemetery after all.
Well, on the other hand, this place isn't much more exciting than the cemetery. I meant to take the horse out for a run, so get on.
Знаете, это Ведьмак 2.0 просто. Очень интересно.
You're alive. Does that mean I helped, Thaumaturge?
I don't have enough words, sir, to thank you for what you've done for me. I haven't felt this way in years.
I'm glad I could help.
When I heard you were at the cemetery, I was sure I'd see you resurrecting the dead.
Not yet. Today I'm just praying for rest for Vasily's soul. The whole village is suffering after his loss. He was the elder here.
He cursed this place. Since he died, darkness and misfortune have hung over the village.
You see? To them, every harm comes down to witchcraft. They believe that after Vasily's passing, the village was possessed by some monster that howls at night or some other Yafits.
What sorts of things changed in the village after the elder died?
It's all dreadful, sir. Everything's gone topsy-turvy. When folks get to arguing now, they're so hot-headed, before you know it, they're at one another's throats. Ladies have no patience for kids, nor lads for ladies, nor neighbors for neighbors. Any word might seem offensive and like an insult waiting to happen. Then you've got to fight.
Tragedies such as Vasily's death leave their mark on everyone. It takes time to come to terms with something like this. That doesn't mean this place is possessed by dark forces.
How did this elder die?
There was a fire, sir. Flames shooting sky high, and him burning, swearing, speaking curses. And the curse stuck. Those ruins seem a profaned place now. A wicked spirit has taken over the blighted land.
Don't encourage her. Once she gets going, it can't be stopped.
This could also be the work of a salutor.
What do you mean?
As you were healing me, I had a dream, a vision. But on the borderline of sleep and wakefulness, I thought I saw a salutor. That's what might be influencing the villagers in wailing at night.
They're good people, but none too bright, Victor. I'm afraid they might be talking about a train.
The wise woman was saying the evil spirit is a book of hatch.
Does the creature hunting you rattle chains, slither around, and have a mouth full of giant fangs?
A book of hatch.
Where did this elder live?
I'll show you. Let's allow Vasily's soul to rest for today. Amen.
Ага, если он пока не превратился в мстительного призрака. Сюда. Travel. Блин, мне реально очень нравится эта игра. Шикарно.
What do you expect to find in this place? The fire was almost a year ago.
Time doesn't matter much here. I'm looking for clues and personal traces that will lead me to whoever is carrying the flaw that lured the salutor here.
I see. I thought I could be helpful to you, but I don't really understand what you're telling me.
Above all, flaws are deeply hidden marks left on human souls. They form under the influence of tragic events.
What does that have to do with salutors? Is that Latin?
Yes, from the word newcomer. People have always taken salutors to be spirits, demons, or imps.
Like from those fairy tales, the wise woman and the other old crones tell the locals.
Sometimes, those sorts of fairy tales and legends describe how humans perceive a salutor. They don't take a physical form. Salutors are attracted to the flaws hidden within people. Thaumaturges discover these flaws inside someone, bring them to the surface, and adopt them to lure the salutor. Those are the moments when I've usually failed. I haven't been able to hold on to a salutor. I didn't know how to bind one to myself.
What about you? Do you have a flaw?
It doesn't matter. The important thing is that I can now catch my next salutor. Make another bond with it, and its power will allow me to start influencing people. Thanks to your help, I can once again discover people's flaws and the salutors hiding behind them. And I think I'm now able to catch my second salutor. People always leave behind individual bits of their personality, even on everyday objects and such. I can decipher the thoughts and actions imprinted on these objects, and then match them to their owner. This lets me gather immense knowledge about a person, especially if I need to find someone.
What else can you do?
If I do manage to catch another salutor, that would be a very rare occurrence, in fact. An ordinary thaumaturge wouldn't even try more than once. Only a few have multiple salutors.
Why?
Because they're afraid. Like the ones who claimed humans wouldn't learn to fly or even reach the pole. But the failure of others doesn't mean those people are right. It means a mistake was made somewhere.
Isn't this exactly the sort of thinking that caused your problems, that led you to me?
That doesn't matter anymore.
Then what's changed?
This time, I've got you with me. Why did you want to come here with me?
I have never gotten to know a thaumaturge so closely. I'd like to learn as much as possible about your abilities.
I need to look around this place a little more.
I won't stop you.
Не нравится мне все это.
Can you feel it? It's the smell of mystery.
Тут мы все посмотрели. Давайте пойдем дальше. Двор.
Something is off.
Ну да, странно. Кукла какой-то девочки. Очень интересно. Мы можем поговорить с ним.
This house was always full of fear, and its owner was still alive when the house caught fire. Someone wanted to kill him. The fire only covered up the crime. The murder gave birth to the flaw that you attached to, didn't it? I'll find you when I track down the murderer. I know who owns this doll. Maybe I should give them back to her. She ought to know more about what happened here.
Весна. Интересно, что там произошло.
I hope you've got what you want now, Thaumaturge, because I think it's time to get out of here.
Why the hurry, father? We are the
солдатики.
Tsar's men. How about the donation for the Tsar's army?
There are no Russian outposts here.
I think this is the guy with the nice boots.
You're the guy who trashed our comrades?
I can do exactly the same to all of you.
Вот это плохиш.
He's not as weak as he looks. He actually looks better than he did the other day.
But not counting the priest. He's still alone.
Not anymore, I'm not.
Давайте посмотрим, что мы можем прокачать. Я хотела бы... Вот это. У тебя ничего нельзя поменять, да? Так. Давайте, вперед. Так, мне не нравишься ты. Ну хорошо, хоть никакая энергия не расходуется. О, да. Мне еще, то есть, за его атаки возвращается ХП. Вампирит для меня, так сказать. Отлично.
You're right, sir.
Me? Yes, but can these salutors also help you in a fight? Can you manipulate people and cast these demons into their minds?
Generally speaking, yes. Are you sure you're right, sir?
Call me Grigori.
Let's head back. I have to visit someone in the village who can tell me more about what happened here.
О, какой снежок. Хоть где-то будет снег. Ну, классно. Мне нравится все здесь. Пойдемте к весне.
Now I know that woman's trace. Vesna and her husband both left traces of themselves at Vasily's burned-out farmstead. Luka sincerely loves his wife. You think he loves her strongly enough to kill for her? You're right. It'd be better to ask Vesna about that.
Она тебе так и расскажет всё.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over.
Please open the door. I'd like to have a chat about your husband.
You'd better not be here when he gets back. He's not as talkative or polite as I am.
I know you're scared, but please just open the door a crack and let me ask one quick question.
What do you want?
Please, don't be afraid. I just need to know where I can find your husband.
He's chopping wood in the clearing by the forest.
Данки. Это снова к этому, к извозчику идти. Скорее всего, через него все перемещения делаются.
Again?
This time, it's a matter of life and death.
How is your search going?
Almost finished. I know who's attracting the Bukavach.
Can you reveal that secret?
It's Luka. It has to be Luka.
Do you still want to catch that salutor?
Yes, absolutely.
Despite the risk?
I hope I can persuade you to come with me.
That's an enormous favor you're asking me. I hope you'll be able to return it.
I give my word.
Did you hear? We're going to see Luka Bogosian.
Ничего нет подозрительного.
I'm not here to fight.
Luka!
Топор полетел.
You shouldn't have threatened my wife.
Why did you do this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the one who brought the salutor here. The spirit that you all say arrived in the village after Vasily's death. The salutor is what's making fear consume you all and making you hot-headed. And it's because of your flaw which has been within you since the murder took place.
A murder might just be about to take place.
Cut off his head.
What?
Tear off his head before he opens his mouth again.
Unless you're the one that killed him.
And I'd do it again if I could. Get out of here!
Here you are, the Book of Art. Vesna's flaw is mine, and you're mine.
И что, теперь нам драться с... Окей. Импрув, пожалуйста. Вот что это значит? Раз, два. Ясно. То есть желательно, чтобы меня не били сейчас. Давайте. Вы же сможете, вы же мои лапочки. Ура! Да. Ага, выстояла. Смешно, если честно. Дамочки, ты как дал по лицу.
You lose. You're going crazy again, you blind fool.
A little faith, Thaumaturge. Focus on what's true. My voice is true. I am the truth, you see. Look.
Короче, вся вот эта вот ситуация, которая только что произошла, что нам Распутин помог. Тут описали ее.
Unbelievable.
How do you feel? Are you all right?
Well, I don't think I'm hallucinating, but that means I'm currently facing a crowd of furious lumberjacks with axes, so I'd say I've been better.
What? What? I'm telling the truth. I do it again. None of you understand anything. It's because of this magician. It's his fault.
The magician didn't kill Vasily. He didn't bring the evil here. You're a witch! To the stake with her! To the stake!
And you, why are you just standing there? Are you just letting them do this? Fine. I'll handle it myself. I did it before, and I can do it now.
What have you done? Go. You don't need to see this.
Чего ты плачешь?
Think, Luca. Your feelings for Vesna are still true, I know that. Hear out her reasons before you do anything.
Okay. You two better not come back to the village!
As if we wanted to.
Ситуация интересненькая, конечно, вышла. Ну, хотя бы не убили, а изгнали. Давайте телеграммку пошлем. А что здесь?
Excuse me, sir. Do you happen to know when the train arrives? The postmaster said it's usually no more than an hour late, so it should be here any moment. I got a tougher question for you.
Это как поезда в Германии.
Pardon?
Will this train get me close to Albuquerque?
I'm afraid that's an ocean away, and even to the ocean you've got a ways to go.
Thank you. Ever since I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I can't get my bearings. The things I've seen, sir. Places I've been. I just can't get to Albuquerque.
Это, наверное, какой-то локальный мем. Я не знаю. Если что, тоже напишите мне. Интересно, что это за... О! О! У нас есть одно очко. Available upgrades. А, я могу их ставить. Вау, я не знала, что так можно. Теперь знаю, и вы тоже.
I wanted to send 2 telegrams, one to Warsaw and one to Paris.
Mr. Shulsky, I was meant to send for you when the driver came to get the mail. My condolences about your father. Do you still want to send something?
Did you come to say goodbye to me?
more like to share my fear. Your condition yesterday, after the fight with that Bukovac, it troubled me. I don't think my treatments are having a long-lasting effect. And you don't look the best. Do you feel all right?
Чем меньше знает, тем лучше.
I feel fine, thank you.
Don't talk if you don't want to. What do you intend to do now?
I have to bury my father in Warsaw. What about you?
Thanks to you, I don't think I have anything else to do here. I had a little time to think about what I saw in your mind. Tell me, Victor, have you ever seen a human skull cracked open on the cobblestones?
Нет.
I haven't.
I have. The skull of Franz Ferdinand himself, with his brain spilling out onto the sidewalk. I also saw the white steps in Odessa running with blood. A battlefield blanketed in lethal fog, with faceless beings emerging from it. This hasn't happened yet, but I saw it as clearly as I see you now. Thanks to you, I know that I can stop it. I know that I am part of history, and I can change it. Even at the cost of scorn, contempt, or my life. You promised me a favor, so Warsaw sounds perfect.
Едем вместе, значит. Классно. Игра шикарная, мне очень сильно нравится. Я, скорее всего, буду покупать на скидках, к сожалению. Посмотрим. Посмотрим, какой ценник на нее поставят перед выходом. Аутентичненькая, я думаю. Я была в Варшаве только раз, проездом, там на пару дней, но поэтому я чисто спала. Аутентичненько. Интересно, что это за...
Warszawa! Warsaw! Warsaw! Last stop, Warsaw. Time to wake up.
It's clouding over.
The weather is like my mood.
Aside from the circumstances of the funeral bringing you back, hadn't thought of ever returning here?
I definitely didn't expect I'd be coming to my father's funeral so early.
I've noticed you two had certain differences in your views on life.
Yes, especially on my life. But admittedly, that's not a very exciting discovery. Is that all you've learned about me on our journey?
You drool in your sleep. Anything in there about Warsaw?
Workers are striking. They want to take advantage of the Tsar's visit to Warsaw. The protests are being violently suppressed. Last week, around a dozen people were killed. Polish Socialist Party militants attacked a train. They stole money, bonds, and explosive materials. They're also suspected of robbing a transport of Dutch pomade. The socialists in Warsaw must look pretty sharp then. Further along, we've got murders, muggings, and politics.
The newspapers feed on sensation. Remember that in darkness, even a small spark can be seen clearly. Even I can feel hope from all the people riding with us. Can't you?
Очень оптимистично.
Even without my powers, I can tell that hope is bringing people here from all three partitions. Miners, steelworkers, governors, maids, speculators, thieves. I've gotten to read a few of our fellow passengers' possessions, and I know that hope can have many faces.
Will you share that knowledge with me?
There's a terrified woman riding with us. She's either running away or in hiding. I think that gentleman is smuggling something, because excitement is all mixed up with guilt inside him. And this dandy, he's going whoring.
If there's something I've learned in life, Victor, it's never to neglect the horse.
Warsaw, end of the line. Welcome to Warszawa.
I think the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
I'll let you know when I come up with something.
И разошлись в разные стороны. Мне нравится.
Dear Victor, a feeling of déjà vu washed over me upon receiving your last telegram. Yet again, you're off traveling to some distant lands, while I stay here nursing the hope you will one day visit us in Warsaw. I miss the old days when things seemed so simple. Even if we already knew back then, we may never be truly free. I long for the chance to show you how much our city has changed. To let you hear all these different languages that now echo down the streets we once aimlessly wandered together. Yet all that is mere fantasy. The past is gone, never to return, it seems. Just like you, my dear brother, who risks his life in search of otherworldly beings and their hosts. Sometimes I think it is for the best that I do not share this gift with you and Papa. Maybe that's why I can see things more clearly, just as they are. Therefore, I beg you, Victor, come back to us and reconcile with your father. You never know when it will be too late. Affectionately, your sister, Ligia.
Да, ты уже у меня в виш-листе. И это было шикарно. Если хочу, это замечательная игра. Мне очень понравилось, я полна впечатлений. Вообще шикарно. Советую всем. Всем, кто любит квесты, типа игр а-ля Шерлока последних. Немножечко отдает Зовом Ктулху. Не знаю, у меня есть такое смежное ощущение. Мне понравилось. Я хотела бы пройти ее полностью. И вы тоже пишите в комментариях ваше мнение по поводу игры. Пишите вопросы. Будем с вами вместе это все разбирать. Будем искать ответы. потому что много вопросов у меня тоже возникает. Я просто взяла так с одного дыхания и решила пройти это демо. Я особо ничего не расследую, но мне понравилось все. Сеттинг, сюжет, геймплей. Классно, круто. Вот. И на этом, наверное, все. Спасибо большое вам за ваше внимание, за просмотры, лайки, комментарии. Мне всегда очень приятно. Хорошего вам дня. Всем пока. И это демо особо